We're gonna see how this goes. I know I need to look right there. I keep wanting to look at the screen. Okay, I'm gonna look right there at the lens. Alright. What's up, y'all? Just wanted to bring you a video intro to my lock journey. Got a fresh retwist today. My wife retwisted it for me, and I just kind of wanted to bring you guys along and kind of show you where I'm at right now. Just a little bit of information. I'm 4 months. Yeah, I think I'm about 4 months in, and I guess a little bit of background. Yeah. No, I'll go ahead and take it down. And yeah, I mean, I guess a little bit of background. I started this, like I said, 4 months ago, which my hair lengthwise isn't typical of a 4-month journey. I had already been growing my hair for over 3 years when I decided to start locks. And I actually started it my wife and her friends' suggestion. They were looking at me one day and told me that they thought I'd look good with locks or enjoy locks. So thought about it for a few days and decided to go ahead, start the journey. And this is where I'm at right now. Like I said, I'm trying to shake it out because with my hair, when I tie it up and when I take it down, it's not to the point of just falling because it's not heavy enough yet, and it's not completely locked on the ends. I can kind of show you, some of them are locked or starting to lock on the ends. I think they call it budding. Here, I'll turn around and show you the back. But yeah, this is what I'm working with right now. Like I said, coming off of a fresh retwist a few hours ago. My wife retwisted it for me. My hair, for whatever reason, when we retwist it curls up, you know what I mean? So it's not to that point of being fully mature in the locking phase, and so they don't look like what you think of when you think of locks. When I wet it, it does, they get a lot thicker, which I really enjoy, and they get a lot frizzier. But I get to points of where I'm like, okay, let's go ahead and retwist it. So that's where I'm at right now. But like I said, whenever I tie it back and then take it down, I just kind of go through and pull everything apart. My wife did a really good job with the parting and everything, but I'm comfortable with, as they start to expand and get fuller, I'm comfortable with the idea of frizz. Like it took me a little bit, a little while to get. It took me a little while. Sorry, y'all. Hope that wasn't too distracting. It probably was. But anyhow, I got okay with the idea of frizz after about a month, maybe 2 months, because it's something that you have to get used to. If you're the kind of person, I was the kind of person who was always used to having neat hair. And not necessarily, I'm not one of those guys that would have to go to the barbershop, every week or every 2 weeks or anything like that, because I never really kept low haircuts. As I got older, I always wanted to let my hair grow out, but I was that guy who, like I said, once it growed out, I would either, for the most part, I would just tie it back. It would grow out and be, or sometimes, especially a few years ago, I went through my fro phase where I would actually just wear it out, in a fro, kind of Corbin Bleu style. I think early 2000s, Corbin Bleu, for those of y'all who remember him from, I think, High School Musical. But yeah, I would kind of wear it out like that, or I would tie it back. But when I would pull it back, I would always, slick down the ends and everything. So yeah, it took me a while to get used to the idea of, what locks are, especially initially, because you know, what a lot of people fall in love with when they decide to start their own lock journey is, you know, we fall in love with the idea of having these long, thick, you know, lustrous locks. And it's, you know, it's a journey. You know, they call it a lock journey for a reason. It's a long time before you get to that point. You know, and even me, like I said, I'm not where most guys are when they start. Most guys start really small, just because a lot of guys don't have, you know, grown out hair. So, you know, most guys start with like super short locks. And yeah, like I say, mine are longer, but you know, by the same token, they kind of remind me of like braids. You know what I mean? Like when you get your hair braided, it kind of reminds me of that, especially when I tie it back and then I take it down, or when I tie it back and then take it down, the way that it falls, or the way that it takes a while to kind of fall into place and look full. Like I say, it really does remind me of braids, which, you know, like I say, I'm okay with, but at the same time, I understand that it's not gonna be that. Like, I mean, the nature of locks, in my opinion, is that they are, you know, it's just knotted up hair is essentially what locks are. And it's what your hair will do naturally. You can either, you know, freeform, or you can do the 3-strand twists, or you can do the palm rolling, or you can do the finger coils, comb coils, whatever you want to call them. What my wife did initially with me is she did the finger coils. She, you know, went in and did a bunch of parts and everything, and then she, you know, like I say, did the finger coils. And when she does the retwists, she does a lot of the palm rolls. And like I said, I'm happy with them. You know, like I say, I had finally gotten used to the idea of like excessive frizz, and, you know, having to retrain them. Like when you get a retwist, they because what I like to do is I like to have, I think it's this one. There's one that's in here. I like the full, like, you know, across the front, across the face. And when you do the retwist, it kind of, everything wants to be back. So you kind of have to reshape, or not reshape, but you kind of have to reteach your hair what you would like for it to do. But anyhow, like I say, I just wanted to make this a short intro video. I'm definitely gonna do a lot more videos, and I wanted to do it this way with the, you know, with the phone and everything right there. And you know, I understand the ring, you know, but I wanted you guys to be able to see the back without me having to turn completely around. I can turn around and show you. That way you'll be able to see closer, kind of, you know, what I'm working with. But definitely, you know, get a braid vibe. You know what I mean? Like braided or something like that, which, like I say, I'm good with. You know what I mean? I'm okay with it. But they're, you know, definitely fresh right now. You can see I still have a lot of, you know, frizziness on the ends, and you know, they're not fully formed, not locked up completely. Some of them, let me see if I can find one. This one, like I say, it's locking up pretty good. Bag, and a few more are too, but like I say, it is what it is, especially for right now. You know, us guys, we like that shake. We like to because most of us haven't really had that. You know, a lot of young ladies have had that before, and you know, for us it's a new thing. So I know for a lot of dudes, I was just watching a TP Locks video a minute ago, shout out to him. But you know, a lot of us, we get excited, man, especially like the dudes who have like super short hair. You've always had fades and stuff, and then you decide to go with locks. Like you get that first little inch, and you just I got some shake. You know what I mean? So yeah, you know, excited to have some length, some hang time and stuff. But at the same time, like I say, it's definitely gonna be a journey. This is my 3rd retwist. So if any of y'all are out there and you know of ways to retwist it where it doesn't like get back to like the beginning phases, and I don't know if that's what I'm trying to ask, but is there a way that once your locks start to take shape and start to get, you know, become full, is there a way to kind of maintain that through a retwist? You know what I mean? Like, is it possible to just kind of take them from the roots down to about like halfway and just kind of retwist that? And what I use this, I think it's Jamaican mango and lime, which I think I heard West Indian Ray say don't use that stuff, but it's what I use. I like it. It gives you a soft hold. It doesn't give you a really strong hold, which I'm okay with, because I think the way locks form is they actually need there to be looseness. Like, they need there to be looseness, they need there to be frizz. That way the hair can kind of lock up, you know, lock into itself, or kind of tie around itself, get tangled up in itself, versus if you have something with a strong hold. And this is just my way of thinking, maybe it's flawed, but it seems like if you have something with a really strong hold, it's going to eliminate the possibility of frizz, and it's going to eliminate the possibility for your hair to actually lock up, because it's going to be so tight and structured, and I don't think you necessarily want that. But anyhow, it's what I use, is the Jamaican mango and lime. I got it at Fry's, which is Kroger. So, you know, any of y'all, you can just go to the grocery store, and most grocery stores, or even like Walmart or Target, should have it, or something similar. And it just says locking gel, and you know what I mean, that's what we use for my hair. And you know, I like it. I think when she did the initial twist, we used Murray's edging wax, and it's just because we wanted something that was going to help to provide some thickness or some firmness to where they wouldn't just fall right out, because I have 3C textured hair. Yeah, and she told me that we would need to have something that was going to allow it to stay that way, they wouldn't just, you know, fall apart. And I didn't want to use like I didn't want to use any of the gel. I can't think of the names off the top of my head, but any of those, you know what I mean? I didn't want to use any of those, so we went with that. And yeah, you know, like I said, it gave me really good results. You can kind of see if you look back. If you look back there, you can see the back, and you can kind of see, you know, what I'm working with lengthwise. But I have noticed that as the days go, especially, you know, if I decide to do a wash, it'll draw up, and it'll be seemingly it'll be a lot fuller. Like, I don't really know how to explain it. Maybe the frizz is what helps to account for some more volume and some more fullness. But you know, I did notice that after I wash it, it gets, you know, pretty full and pretty frizzy, which, like I said, I'm okay with at this point. But yeah, I'm not gonna keep you guys any longer. Just kind of wanted to show you what I'm working with. I'll do a lot more videos. Welcome to the channel. Definitely hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, because I do want to grow the channel. I do want to bring you guys along for the journey. And yeah, thank you guys for your support, and catch you later. Peace.